Hey guys, these are the materials that you are going to need for this painting tutorial. So you'll need some canvas of any shape and size. You will need a pink or a red, some gray, white, and a blue. I'm going to be using two different brushes. The first one is going to be kind of a smaller brush for the details and then a wider brush. If you only have one or the other, totally fine. You will also need some paper towels or a cloth and some water to wash your brushes. And if you only have a paper plate for a palette, that works too. We are going to start with the background. So I'm doing a little bit of white and some pink. And I'm going to use my wider brush because it will get it done a little bit faster. So I'm going to be doing horizontal strokes on the canvas and completely cover it, well, pretty much 3/4 of the way because we're going to be doing the mountains at the bottom. So cover the canvas about 3/4 of the way. And don't forget about the sides. Make sure you cover those as well. And then we are actually going to do 2 coats. So I washed my brush out, I let that first layer dry, and then I went back in with the pink and did a second layer. So once again, I'm doing horizontal strokes just like that. And you want to make sure you can't see any white of the canvas. Okay, so once that layer is dry, we are going to go in and start doing the mountains. We're going to start with a really light blue. So we're going to mix a little bit of white and the tiniest amount of blue. And the blue will go a long way. So it's easier to darken your colors than it is to go lighter. So start out with the tiniest amount of blue. We can always add more. That's looking pretty good. So that will be my color for the mountains that are the farthest away from us. So if you're looking out at a mountain range, the mountains that are the farthest away will be the lightest in color. Okay, so I am going to go in and do the outline of the mountain range. And I'm going to try to do random little dips and peaks to help it look the most realistic. So it does not have to be perfect. The more random it is, the better it will look. I will then go in and start filling in the mountains. And you really only have to do maybe a couple inches down because that will be where our next mountain range will start. So I did 2 layers on this, so let the first one dry and then go back in and go over what you just did. Okay, so now we are going to mix a little bit darker of a blue. So we're going to use white and this time just a little bit more blue to get a shade darker than our last blue. So I'm going to pull some white and this time a little bit more. And I'm just going to keep mixing until I'm happy with that color on my palette. I'm happy with that blue, so I am going to come in and do pretty much the exact same thing, but now do different peaks and different dips so we get some layers going on. Then I'm going to grab a wider brush because it'll just help me go a little bit faster and go ahead and fill in this next mountain range. Okay, so we are now going to mix an even darker blue. So I'm going to be pretty much just using that blue. I might add a tiny bit of white to it, but mostly just the blue. Once again, starting with the outline and then filling it in with the blue. And I'm going to do 2 layers again. We are getting so close, you guys. We are going to do the last shade of blue, which is now going to be a little bit of blue and gray. So as you can see, I'm mixing a little bit of the blue and then a little bit of gray. So I'm going to get that really dark blue. Once I have it, I'm going to go back in, do the outline, random peaks and dips, 2 layers once again. We are almost done, you guys. Once again, don't forget about the sides. And once that is done and dry, you've done 2 layers. You did it. Good job, you guys. Don't forget to sign your painting, and I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial.